Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching You. This is episode 4 of season 1. Hopefully guys have enjoyed the first 3 episodes. They've been very interesting and really invested into the characters, and I'm excited to see how the relationship progresses with Joe and Bex, because obviously last episode it was kind of like will they won't they. They're getting closer and closer together, and at the very end of the episode they ended up sleeping together, if you could actually even call it that. It was just a one pump and done, wasn't it, mate? Literally. And she was just looking at him like, are you done? And then the episode finished. So I'm well interested to see how we start, obviously, this episode. But last one, you know, loads of stuff went on before we got to the ending. You know, she was going on loads of Tinder dates. She was going, you know, sleeping with a few guys. She was trying to figure out whether or not Joe is the right person for her. She ended up inviting him to a party with Peaches, and you know, while he was there, he ended up speaking to somebody that knew his ex-girlfriend, who said to him, yeah, do you not think it's weird that we've not seen her and spoken to her for ages? Like, it's like she's just disappeared. And he's like, well, that's what happens when you move to Rome. You know, she met somebody else, and I thought that we had true love, but turns out it's not. She wanted to go out with somebody else and she left me, and she's gone to a different life. But then it gave me vibes, mate. It honestly gave me vibes that maybe Joe was taking her out. I feel like maybe they had been together, and then she may have wanted to leave the relationship, and he's spiraled out, you know, and attacked her. I mean, it's really interesting. Like, the next door neighbour, the stepfather or whatever is to that young little lad, he's still suspicious about Joe, isn't he? He obviously found a note with loads of materials that Joe asked the kid to go and buy, because he wanted to get rid of the body of Benji that he's got locked in the basement of his bookshop. Now, he ended up finding that and calling the police. Benji was in the back of the car when Joel turned up, when the police officers was questioning him, and he managed to get out of that situation pretty well. He took him round to the side gate, and he was saying, look, here's the garden. The reason why I wanted, like, matches was to light the barbecue. The reason why I wanted this, the fertilizer, was for the plants. You know, he was saying the reason why I wanted, I don't know, like a knife, was to cut them. And he played it off really well, and he twisted it around, and he was saying that the reason why he's been helping the kid so much is because it feels like he's neglected, and he looks like he's always hungry, and he's been giving him food. You know, he's been trying to educate him in his shop, and he flipped it so the police took suspicion away from Joe and started looking at the you know, the stepfather. He ended up squaring up to Joe at the end and said, mate, there's something weird about you, there's something wrong, I could tell it, I could see it in your eyes, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it. So again, that's interesting. Like I said, he's got rid of Benji's body. He took him into the woods. He burnt him. There were some people watching that, you know, play out, but they didn't know it was an actual body. He just thought it was a bonfire. It's like, whoa, that's a big bonfire. He actually invited them to come over as well, hoping that they would say no, and he said, yeah, we'd love to, but we've got to go somewhere. Lucky, he's really lucky. So he was left alone. But the interesting thing is, I asked, is, has he removed all the teeth from this body? And, you know, I'm no expert in actually burning bodies, yeah? So how fast does it disintegrate? Does it completely go away? What's he done with the ashes? You know, is it all gone now? Like, is there no proof that Benji's disappeared? Is no one ever going to be able to find him? You know what I mean? I'm really interested with that one. Like I said, him and Bex ended up sleeping together, kind of, and we finished that episode there. We've obviously got Peaches raising suspicions that she doesn't really like Joe, and she doesn't think that he's right for Bex because he works in a store. You know, he's a book salesman, and he's not like this rich person who can actually you know, supply her with loads of money and housing and stuff like that. But I feel like that is more Peaches and not more Bex. He just wants somebody who likes her for who she is, enjoys books, and just accepts her for being the person that she just wants to be. So again, it's interesting to see how her friendships are going to play out, even though she's getting into a relationship with somebody that they're not really big fans of. So I can't wait to watch today's episode. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. If you do, please smash the like, really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, let's jump into episode 4 of season 1 of You. How'd you get out of this?
What was that, 8 seconds? Happens all the time in BD. No, you'll sound like a slut. You could say, let's order food, move past it. I should...
Yeah.
Captain.
Ugh, you idiot. Why did you tell him you were available this weekend? Why don't you think? He paid for the bed you just got laid on. Or whatever that was. Good girl. That wasn't so hard, was it?
Seriously?
Oh, is that how she gets her money?
Joe probably thinks you're hiding in here.
Hold on a second, I'll be right out.
Oh, God, please stop. Tell him what he wants to hear.
Love ya. Yeah, it's kind of...
Oh, no. Jeff? You're a disaster.
Oh, I don't know, right? I wouldn't blame her. In the situation with what happened with Joel there, that was not Beck's fault, was it? She didn't really do anything. She didn't do anything. She didn't even get a chance to. Now, the best way to get out of that situation is you say, mate, 10 minutes, round 2, we'll fucking beat this time. Do you know what I mean? Make a joke out of it. Literally, don't do no awkward silence. You're like, next time, next one, crack a little joke, let's get back at it, you know, round 2, 5 minutes, let's go. That's it, mate. The longer you linger, the more you stare at the ceiling, the more you look at your phone, it is just getting awkward. No wonder he bounced. But again, if you have to point a finger, which you shouldn't really do, if you have to, that was Joel's fault. Now, this captain is interested me. Is this the reason the way she can afford all the stuff? Or, I don't know, who is it? Is it a new person? Exciting.
If you're gonna act like a whore, may as well look like one.
You just have a magic poon.
Hashtag Yoni too good.
Thanks, that's helpful.
That is helpful. She didn't get a chance to see me.
With the bun?
You're not helping. Is he worth it? There we go. Good question.
Benji used to nod off while going down on me. Thought we weren't talking about Benji anymore. Bex, love yourself. Ghost him already.
Sorry to interrupt, ladies, but we are all clear.
Are you saying I don't have bed bugs?
I didn't find a one.
Would you like to see the 22 bites on my ass? I'm booking a room at the Mandarin Oriental, and you're coming with.
I would so love to, but I can't.
Got my paper.
I am going to a writer's retreat in Rockland.
Tell me you're not writing another dead puppy thing as a metaphor for your dad dying. You know, there's so much more inside of you. Who are you now, Beckalish?
I thought it was a good piece.
Find that brilliant badass inside of you and believe in her.
You are the worst friend.
Wait a minute. Why do you need these if you're going on a writer's retreat?
What? So it's look hot or be a writer? You could just leave. You could, you know, cut the cord, take off the yoke. Bon voyage, Captain. Maybe this is what you need to find your inner badass. Maybe Emily Dickinson had it right. The solitary prowess of a silent life. He is always late, and you're frustrated. Plus, after last night, you're owed one.
Nice.
Has
Well
he
old
been
looking.
working out?
It's a lot of it, right? Got a lot of info, yeah, before the even introduction. How like interesting is it? That guy looks like he's straight out of like 1950 England. Honestly, if he's like proper thing, he looks like he should be in Bridgerton. But he must be the person that gives him money. He must come. He must be out of the city and then must visit maybe 1 or 2 times a year. And that is, you know, she's one of the girls that he calls. I bet he's got one in like every different location that he goes.
You should be screaming my name right now, digging your nails into my back. You expected me to please you? You must be
Oh, I'm
mortified.
loving it from the different perspectives.
The Minuteman. Being generous. Don't let it be Peach. Obviously, you don't love him.
Love ya.
Mate, I'm loving it how it's from his perspective.
Beck, just when I think we're getting somewhere.
Look what happened to me. He's not taking him out, surely. Surely he's not taking him out.
My dick reduced to cartoon food items. This is my nightmare.
Yes, worth it. Okay, one more shot.
Not like there was any real doubt. You do all this for him? You've been confirmed at the Seahorse Motel.
Ethan?
Mate, he is proper stalker
I need
eyes,
you to
isn't it?
close tonight.
Beck, I should be your captain. It's not too late to stop it.
So good to see you, hon.
Yeah, you too, Dad.
Oh, what the fuck, mate?
Dad?
Wait. Did you? I was gonna say I definitely got that wrong. But she bought the outfit, didn't she? And she's got them boots. Now I wonder if it's just a role playing thing that the guy's into. I swear. I was just looking at the writing there, what it's just popped up underneath the captain, but it doesn't say. Oh, I don't know, man. This has got me definitely on edge here because I feel like, she's just said dad, so why am I not thinking that it's a dad? Because she's gone and got that sexy outfit, transferred the money for it, and she's went and got high heels as well. And she was touching herself in the bed. It's like, what the hell, mate? Again, it's got me drawn in. I'm really interested to see what's going on.
There are plenty of rooms, and it's ours right through New Year's.
Sounds like a pretty cool place.
Even has a hot tub out on the patio. I really think you'd love it up there, honey.
I don't know my schedule that far out, unfortunately. But I'll totally check, and I'll let you know as soon as possible.
Is it too much for a Dickens festival?
No. I mean, it's just some people may find it,
How is Nancy?
He's got to get caught though in one of these locations.
Is he your secret, Beck?
It's pretty great, huh, sweetie?
Yeah, it's amazing. Amazing this many people are fans of contrived plotting and melodrama.
How about your brother? How's he doing?
Works on YouTube, but they seem happy. According to Facebook. You're such an asshole. Love me, Daddy. I'm gonna be a writer, Daddy. God, just shut up forever.
There they are.
You look pretty.
Stop hating them. They're just kids. None of it's their fault.
Aw, thanks, Mia. So do you. Resist.
No, she's not.
Oh, it's perfect.
Oh, you're slipping a bit, dear.
Who the hell are you, Beck?
Maybe we should get a shot for the blog.
The addict part was true, I see, but he never died, which he credits to his friends in the NA Fellowship at St. James Church. It was there he not only conquered his demons, but also met church rep and divorcee Nancy Whiteside. He really landed himself the perfect family.
Your father has come such a long way.
You're barking up the wrong tree, lady, if you think I'm gonna sit here and validate that man.
Your dad talked to you yet?
Talk to me about.
Well, he's supposed to tell you he can't send money anymore. Wasn't supposed to tell you, but she's pregnant.
She's fucking savage, isn't
Seeing
he?
the one he had obviously wasn't an option. Why would he ever do that? Did I get another timber doodle?
No. Oh, she's gone to his bookstore and he's not there.
Joe Goldberg working today?
Joe Goldberg is not working today, but I'm Ethan, and you would be...
Looking for Joe. I'm in the market for a first edition copy of Ozma of Oz.
Oh, that's a pretty rare critter. Not sure we have it.
And where is Joe?
Are you with 8 Seconds?
No, I told you, I'm on a retreat.
Is he with you?
What is it, Ethan?
Hey, bro. I know you didn't want to be interrupted, but this chick was just in asking about a first ed Ozma of Oz.
Are you lying to me?
Of course you are, that's what you do.
You'll know I'm here. You may already know.
Hey, you. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you backdoor it. Trust me, you backdoor it, you just slope off.
Joe.
What are you doing here?
He's committed to it, mate. He's the guy's fully committed to it. I would have literally sloped off, backdoor it, give her a call, drop her a text, said, look, mate, I'm going to be in this location in about 2 hours, fancy having a drink. I've just gone and met a couple of my friends I've not seen for a while. And, I heard that you're out of town on your retreat and I think I'm near your location. Something like that, man. Like, literally. I would not have stood there in the full what is the odds, though? Do you know what I mean? There's too many odds stacking up. Does that make sense? Like, I know Peach is the first time questioned. What are the odds that you'd be so far away from your bookstore in another neighbourhood in the same train track station or whatever you want to call it when she fell over? Now, to be honest, that was lucky because he didn't actually mean to be there in the same location. He was stalking her in a different one. So, obviously he was stalking her. But that was just coincidental when she fell. But again, man, the guy's been in too many locations. I said it a couple of times now already. First of all, he's in the room next to him. Like, the room next to him here, yeah? Not even one across the road or anything. The next. He's been in the bar when she done her poetry. He's walked past her in her work environment, in her school, stood outside her house. He's been in her house, the guy has been very close consistently. It's not as if he's standing from afar. So again, I'm actually happy that he's been clocked, and I want to see how he gets out of this situation because he managed to get out the situation with the police pretty well, and I want to see if he can think on his feet and convince her that this is something that he loves to do.
That's true. You are a bookseller, aren't you?
Sadly,
humiliate myself like this annually.
Bookseller, that's how he got out.
I knew you were here. I wasn't happy with how we left things. So you're saying you did want it to last longer than 8 seconds?
No, I mean, yeah, as in...
Wait, I thought it was a race.
That's how you should have approached it that time, trust.
I thought it'd be nice if I came and surprised you. You posted a nature shot this morning. See that little restaurant sign in the background? Apparently, Pops and Millie's ain't a chain.
Shocking. Really should be.
Hey, sweetie. Cooper's kind of hitting a wall. We were going to head back and rest up before dinner.
Oh, okay, I'll find my own ride back to the hotel.
My wife, Nancy. I'm Ned, Beck's dad.
Hi.
Nice to meet you both.
You're welcome to join us for dinner, Joe.
I'd love to.
One day when I was 12, so I go into the basement to play Mario Brothers. I find my father unconscious with a needle in his arm.
You had to go through that.
I mean, he survived it. When he disappeared on us because he relapsed, right then and there, I decided he was dead. I know I get it if you are horrified and think I'm a total fraud and liar and want nothing to do with me. I was at Brown and he tracked me down to say he had gone clean. Start having lunches with him and doing stupid shit like this. I'm not subjecting you to that. I'll tell them you had to go back.
The virtuous maiden is supposed to be rescued by the hero.
And who is that? Is that meant to be you?
Do you sail too?
Oh, God, no. Never had the patience for it.
You don't remember the renters next door? You do. You remember it, right? I mean, it was pouring. I learned every swear word in the book that day.
I don't think he remembers.
You know, you don't have to protect him.
It's your father. He's just an ATM to you.
A feature for your blog so you can brag how you lifted him out of the pits of despair. Newsflash, he was sober when you met him. The hell are you looking at?
Guinevere.
Do not talk to my daughter that way.
They both mad, really, aren't they? Literally, they're both crazy.
Kind of feels like you and he have some unresolved stuff. Believe me, I'm the king of unresolved family issues. I know what people splitting feels like. Could be helpful to write about them. Cathartic, too.
What are you doing? Do you hear yourself right now? I mean, who the hell are you to tell me that I have daddy issues?
I thought he's been helpful, to be fair, but she's going to come to him now and apologise. It seems to be like a back and forth thing between these two right now. With the, I'm sorry, you're sorry, I'm sorry, you're sorry.
We're going to get going.
Thanks for dinner. It's hard for me to see you with them. I keep waiting for you to be you again.
This is me.
I miss you. You know, I tell people that you're dead. Kind of feels like you did die that day in the basement. You were a good sailor.
Well, maybe you can tell me about it sometime. Over Christmas.
That actually seems like he does care about her, though. See, I was just going to say, I don't think her dad's done anything wrong this episode. I feel like she's the one that's struggling to adapt to his new lifestyle, which I'm not blaming her at all. She's got her own perception of her dad and her own memories. And I think, did she say that her dad left when he was younger, after he relapsed again? And obviously he left, and then that was where it obviously started with these. But like in the present, I don't think he's done anything bad this episode. Now, obviously, his new wife and her kids, they were savage towards her. She was kind of savage towards them, so it was back and forth. But her relationship with her dad, it can definitely be salvaged. You don't have to get along with his spouse or the family that he's with. You just only have to care about the dad and how he treats you. And I think that he's treated her pretty well this episode. I don't think he's disrespected her at all, and he gave her money, and he was kind to her every time I've seen him speak anyway. So again, it's interesting because she did lash out at Joel, didn't she? And I want to know if he's like butthurt or whatnot, and what's going to be the outcome with her friend, you know, Peach. Is she going to find out that she was with Joe and then or she's just going to find out that she wasn't at the writing retreat, you know, like, because she's been lying to her as well. So again, man, very interesting.
On the plywood over the bay window, we spray paint taunts at Hurricane Isabel, cow her into a tropical storm. Her moontide, though, carries your beach chair away. The woman at the drugstore you hit on, who isn't Mom. The renters blocking the drive. The string of my sweatshirt I gnaw on. The red ladle over the pan. Your wrist, the perfect cant. You leave for the 8:20 to Hyannis with one commandment.
See what I
Get
mean?
the batter off the ladle while it's wet. Mom lets it soak. Leave it, she says, and what's left of you. It loosens, and the water carries it away.
Oh, she's gone to his apartment, Joe's.
They say girls with daddy issues are really good in bed.
He's going to usher into the bedroom. How's he going to do it? How's he getting the bed on?
Hey, stranger.
Were you watching me?
Maybe.
How did she find his apartment? Did he tell her the location? I know he said that he would, but did he actually tell her?
How did you figure out where I live?
There you go.
The bearded guy from the bookstore. I have to apologize about our talk.
Like you said, we barely know each other, and here I was
I
trying
really don't think we know each other. I mean, I was angry when I said that, and
Look, sometimes I could swear I've known you forever.
it's funny. I feel like every guy I date, they're either messes or they're like my dad is now, trying to be something they think they should. I mean, you're not trying to be anything than what you are. You're just you. There's not an ounce of falseness in you. I mean, you drink Cafe Bustelo and you own Starch. And okay. Instead of sitting here watching you judge me, I'm gonna go pee.
First of all, this ceiling tile vibrating phone thing better not come into play with her there, because it would be so absolute random. It really, really would. He'd put it in his own bathroom ceiling, didn't he? So again, it's going to be very interesting. It's intriguing as well how none of the stuff that's hers, because he stole some of her clothes, which is definitely proper creepy. I mean, obviously following her around, going in a house, that's creepy enough, but stealing her stuff as well is even next level. And like, he is a proper stalker in there. You got to call a spade a spade. Guy's a proper stalker. And you know what, I am a person as well, I'm not really on social media. I have them, don't never post. This is the only social media that I have literally got that I'm active on. So again, it's really interesting, because some people do take selfies every single day.
What are the chances I'm getting a follow-up review? Apparently, I've redeemed myself. Even if not all of them can share in your happiness. Fortunately, Paco's a remarkably quick reader. I can return the book I, of course, never had any intention of keeping. Every relationship has its obstacles to overcome, right? I won't let her get in the way of us.
You know what? I actually really do like it how they address that with the book. Yeah, I do like it. Okay, and that is going to wrap up today's episode. Like I was just saying there on a little bit of the outro, I really do like how he's just returned that book. Not for the fact that he's returned it, I don't care about that. But what I do like is it is took something of a story that's raised a suspicion, yeah. And he's also used the kid as well as an example. He's a fast reader, because they consistently said that, wow, you're ploughing through them books. You know what I mean? They've kind of used that, and then they brought it into here. And I don't know how he's got an apartment. I mean, the guy's a master at stalking, at moving in the shadows. So, like, he's probably either picked the lock or gone in and gone through the window and put it back on the shelf. But again, it takes a suspicion away from him, because she had that, didn't she, Peach? She had this book as one of the main reasons why she was thinking that he's taking it and not to trust him, because she did see him read it and he did take it. So she was right to raise that suspicion. But now it's back, and now she's going to be thinking, you know, maybe I thought, you know, judged him too quickly. Now, I have to be honest, she is being very judgy of Joe, like really badly judgy of him, when he's physically not done anything visually wrong. Like, obviously, we can see that he's stalking and stuff like that, so that is wrong. But from her perspective, all that she's seen is that he's been nice to a friend, she's making a friend happy, and yeah, that's all you should actually care about. Now, obviously, having one of your own personal possessions stolen, yeah, that would make you think, what an ass, I don't like that person. But then if you found it again, you'd be like, oh, you know, maybe I was too quick to jump on their back, I should have checked a bit more. So again, I do like this, because she was starting to do some digging, wasn't she? She's raising some questions about being in same locations. She's ran BECK and said he's at that place. He committed and said, yeah, I am at that place. I actually found you by looking at a picture, done a search, thought, you know, that we could pick up, not where we left off, but the awkward situation. I didn't want it to last so long, you know. I wanted to just address it and see if we can move past it. And then obviously again, she's gone into his store and speaking to the guy working behind obviously the counter and asking questions about Joe, and he obviously thinks that he's a liar, and she knows that he is following Bex or being I don't know, with her, questioning her. It's interesting anyway. So again, I'm fascinated to see if we carry on with that side of the story, or whether she's just going to be like, you know, a friend to Bex now and just say, you know, have fun while it lasts, pretty much in that text that she's just sent. But he's redeemed himself, obviously, at the end of the last episode. 8 seconds, you know, it didn't go well. And it started off awkward in this episode. I said that he should just address it by having a laugh about it, saying we'll beat it next time, you know, we'll go again in 5 minutes. But it just got really awkward. They had the captain come in. I thought it was a person that was sending a money, like pretty much, you know, like an escort, where somebody will come in once every 6 months or something on a business trip. You go there, you sleep with them, you know, you get paid, a good bit of money anyway, and you know, she covers the bills, covers the rent, and she could just get on with her merry way. Turns out that it was a dad. I didn't know if he was playing us with that dad. I didn't know if it was part of the role play or whatnot, but it was actually her dad. Now, obviously, because we was told previously that her dad's dead, and I didn't know what to believe. You know, I did think it was an act, but it was true. He's got a family, you know, a new one, and she's pregnant, the woman. She's not a big fan, Bex, of that family because, well, first of all, they don't treat her very well, but she doesn't treat them very well as well. It's just one of those back and forth things that both of them don't really show each other much respect. But her dad does show respect, you know. I actually thought her dad was really nice with this episode, really kind. When that woman was saying he's not giving you money anymore, he still come and give her money for the room. He sent her a text message of both of them in a picture together, smiling. And, you know, he's invited her on to a trip as well, across Christmas or something, you know. And this was after they had that argument and made a big scene in the restaurant. So, again, I thought her dad was all right. I've got no problems with him. I thought that he had a pretty good episode. And then she's obviously ended up going back to his house. She stalked him a little bit. Had round 2 successfully. And, yeah, she's happy on on the path that the current relationship's going. So again, really good episode. He managed to hide all of the stuff that he's taken from her house, which he done quite impressively without getting seen. And you know, I can't wait to see the rest of the season. So thanks for tuning in today. If you did enjoy it, please smash the like, it really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.